Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing? How are we all doing today? Let me turn that down. Wait a bit, actually. Hold up. We all doing good? Is everybody doing good? Great, great, yo. Godzilla, you're gonna have a tough job today, man. So right now it's just me at 3 o'clock to the dot. I will call Goji Center, but for 5 minutes, me and the Goji guy army. But if you guys are Goji Center fans, check out the channel. Probably seen some of my stuff here and there, but yeah. We got some awesome stuff we're covering. We're teasing some upcoming videos on both me and Goji Center's end here. We are going to be talking about plans and just talking about some of the upcoming kaiju and dinosaur media coming out soon. And so, yeah. I know this is a little bit earlier than I said it would be, but we have some stuff going on IRL, so we had to push the stream a little bit earlier. So if some of you guys are, walking up from school or in school still, don't worry about missing anything. This stream will stay up afterwards. To anyone that is new to the channel, hi, I'm Goji Guy, aka Ryan. Throughout the stream, you will hear me go stuff like that. That's because I have tic disorder. It's kind of like a nerfed version of Tourette's. So no, there's not a pig in the background, and no, someone is not ripping farts repeatedly. That is just me tweaking out. But if you are new to the channel, check it out. Consider subscribing. Pretty much post what Goji Center does, but just a lesser budget. But yeah, all right. So we're gonna wait what, 3 more minutes till 3, I think. Yeah, around 2 minutes and 30 seconds till 3 o'clock to get everybody in here. And then we're gonna be talking about stuff. You see the pin message. Check out the fundraiser. Most importantly, gifts from Goji. But if you have a question that it's just eating you alive that you must ask me and Goji Center, I don't know is the best way for us to see it, because we're gonna have quite a few people in here. Let me turn on my fan. It is very hot in my room, and I am in jeans and a hoodie. But yeah. So I'm already gonna deal with. I don't even know. We chat. Can we get some W's? We have our first spammer of the stream. You can time him out. Maybe he'll chat when the stream's over. We'll see what happens. But yeah. All right. Let's see. All right, we're almost at 500. Green Turret donated $5 to the fundraiser. Thank you, Green, for that. And yeah, all right. 2 more minutes. Let me make sure everything's set up. The music. For anybody that's ever wondering where I get my music from for my videos, massive. I don't know if I can say this because I feel like we taken out of context. It's not the actual word, but insane shout out right here. This is the channel where I get all my music from. So if you ever need, music for the background of a video, here it is. You'll be hearing their work throughout the live stream. But yeah. All right, let me actually go ahead and find some music to have in the background. Let's go with, let's see. I need to find a longer song. Ba-da-ba-ba. What's this? Oh, this is oh yeah. All right, we got the Monarch Legacy of Monsters theme. All right, gentlemen. It's time to summon Goji Center. Madly Mosaic with the $20 to the funders. Thank you. Let's spam Goji Center to get him in here. I want to see the chat rate be at like 1 billion%. I want you guys to spam Goji Center. Just start spamming it in chat. Go nuts. And maybe that will get him here in the call. Turn the music down. All right, they're going nuts. All right, let's give him a call. See if he gets in. All right, he's here. Now, before he talks, I do want to mention one thing. Goji Center is a team, So what you guys usually hear in videos is Steve. That's the, no dick, no balls, the sass guy. But the man behind Goji Center, Joe, say hello. Let me make sure. Yeah, you should be able to.
What's going on, everyone?
So, we're here with Goji Center, the one and only. All right. Awesome.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I had them spam the word Goji Center a few thousand times to summon you. Seems like it worked.
Yo, this chat is wild, dude.
Yeah, the chat's going crazy. 500 people. All right. Awesome.
Very
sauce.
nice.
So, I mean, usually I'd probably introduce guests, but I think both, this is just our fans, so they know us.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Goji Guy. I make content. I make Godzilla content. But yeah, so, where to start? Let me think.
We got so much to cover, dude.
Yeah.
I'm reading the chat right now. Everybody, I did put the video and I shared it on our community tab. So I hope a lot of us are from like the channel.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I guess we intersect a lot. We overlap a lot with like fan base. So
oh yeah.
Surely. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Recent thing I think it was the Carnotaurus video, right? I don't think we've done anything after that. Carnotaurus Rexy video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was you, me, Dangerville, and Slick. That was great. Anonymous, $20 to the fundraiser. Appreciate it. All right. So I just have like stuff written down. Is there anything you want to, talk about specifically?
Well, I mean, I came here excited to talk about Hank versus Indom.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, no, that
we weren't gonna, I'll be honest, like we weren't gonna really like snap back or anything, but then like a lot of people in the team were like, "Oh dude, you should take a look at this." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's pretty cool," and everything. I don't know if we're gonna respond because we did have a lot of other things to cover, but they convinced me and I was like, you know what, fine, this will be pretty fun. Why not? We'll bite.
Yeah. It's
that's pretty cool, man.
Hank works exclusively in fiction. Yeah, the instant you get him, IRL, he gets a little, unarmed, quite literally. But yeah, no, I had been doing the Godzilla hybrids for a while, and I've seen those shorts. But it's like, what if Godzilla took in this kaiju's DNA? And then I'm like, I can do dinosaur stuff. It's basically the Indom. And I started making those, and I was just getting my foot into like making hybrids and making a name for myself with the Jurassic Park community. And right as I'm getting introduced to that, it's like, oh, well, what's this? Oh, great, awesome. Well, there goes my guys. So yeah, no.
Wait, hold on. I'm curious. So how long have you been doing dino hybrids? Like, when was your first dino hybrid video?
First dinosaur hybrid. I can pull up the short. Hold on, It was a while ago. I think the first one was I can send you the picture for it too. The Indoxenosaurus, probably one of my favorite hybrids. Actually, I can grab the image and put it on the stream in a moment. But and I can send it to you as well. Let me pull it up, the video. I'm just gonna hold on. Let me just switch the screen over to the main one. Where is it? The Indoxeno. I don't think it was that far long ago.
Indoxenosaurus.
Yeah. So it was just Indom with more Therizinosaurus DNA. And everyone, when they watch the video, like, it already has the DNA. And it's like, we see the Indoraptor, which is just the Indom with more raptor DNA. But yeah, hold on, let me just get the whole picture and put up on screen. But that was, I think, a couple months ago. I think it was like maybe 4 months ago-ish. So yeah, but I know a lot of your videos, they most likely go into production far before that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I did manage to see a few other hybrids because you did mention some of them in the video that you posted about Hank, right?
Yeah.
We're like Indoxenosaurus, and then you have like another Spino.
Yeah, the
one.
Spinonotosaurus.
Spinonotosaurus.
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce, but it's just the Giga and Spino slammed together. Hold on, okay, hold on. Okay, here he is. The Spinonotosaurus. This is the first time I've actually ever like revealed the whole picture. It's always been like shorts and stuff.
Yeah.
But here he is.
It looks kind of cool, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just more feathered, has a beak at the end, and sharper claws. So that is the.
Dude, that would make a really sick Jurassic World Evolution mod. Just like slap that on top of the what's it called? The Therizinosaurus. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty much just Indom with the unique and longer fingers, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. So we actually made a little bit of backstory here for those that want to know about Ultima, which, by the way, we have an Ultima video coming out real soon. It's going to be really cool. It's not really Ultimasaurus. We're not calling it Ultimasaurus because we kind of debunked it a little bit. It's called the Ultima Imperatrix. So the ultimate Saurian Empress, right?
I keep thinking Godzilla Ultima. I'm like, no, the dinosaur. Not Godzilla.
Yeah. So it was like, I think it was over a year ago that we made Ultima. So our lead researcher Jack, he helped us create a better Ultima, right? A better Ultimasaur, like the ultimate dinosaur. So that was like a year ago. Yeah. So and then it's been a while since I've seen other people create like actually cool looking hybrids. So I mean, I appreciate you guys, doing that, and your artists. You have a great art team. I mean, you showed me some art yesterday. Yeah. I mean, you got pretty cool, pretty talented team back there, man. So I mean, pretty cool to see what else you can do.
Yeah, like they're talented, and we have a Discord server, and it's like only online, it's like professional, but in the Discord server, it is some of the just most brain rotted gifs and memes I see. I'm like, yep, this is the team. No, but they're all great. They're all great. I can name them all off. There is. Hold on, let me just make sure. Yeah, okay. So there's Sam. He makes he's made like the what if video thumbnails. There's Jay. She's newer to the team, but she's working on some stuff. Valerie, she's the one that's made all the hybrids. There's Gigamations. He's currently my oldest artist, like, well, not in age, but like, oldest hired. There's Uga. He's like, he's the one that made the picture of us fighting yesterday. He's kind of like our intern-ish, kind of. He's just like learning from the other artists and whatnot. There's Kevin. He used to do like a lot of Kaiju Universe content. He's good at making like kind of like not art, but like regular thumbnails. How I guess you pronounce it. Like he made like my G-Fest thumbnails. There's Aiden Wengen Films. He makes stop motions. He's a YouTuber as well. I think he has like 20,000 subscribers. He makes stop motions for fights here and there. Right. And then of course, the one only Slick. I don't know if he's here in the chat. I also want to say thank you, Green and Tarbo, for the $5 to the fundraiser.
Oh yeah, there he is. He's our lead researcher. He's in the chat.
Yeah.
Hey Jack.
Yeah.
How's it going? Huge shout out to Jack. He's probably the smartest guy I know right now.
Yeah, no, he's in my server. When I was like first talking about Tank, he was like, that wouldn't work out. I'm like, yeah, but I don't really do realistic stuff. I just make something cool. Which I've noticed a lot of I mean, you mentioned it in your video, but a lot of the reaction YouTubers I've seen, their team Indom all the way, but everybody likes Hank. Everybody likes Hank. I'm very glad he's a well-received design. He's a silly guy.
No, he's really popular.
Yeah. I mean, it's just Spinosaurus.
Looks really cool.
So, okay, so I have a couple things
pretty much
written down.
Right.
And with the Monarch Legacy of Monsters theme in the background, guys, you start on that. What are you hoping to see in season 2 with more Kong centric? Or how do you feel about a Kong centric season as a whole?
I mean, I think it's pretty cool. And going back to the first season, I am one of those people that appreciate a good human backstory. I don't think the human backstory was that great, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And having said that, I do appreciate the introduction of the Ion Dragon. I like to see him throw down with Godzilla. I wish there was more, Maybe they could have added a little bit more.
He might not be dead. You might have something going on, Might have regen of some sort.
Technically didn't kill him. Like died. There wasn't like, it's like, I mean, it's just mortally handicapped. I'll say that. But so with Kong, I'm pretty excited to see the gray area of the monster being talked about, especially with Apex in the island now. I'm kind of hoping we see like a in-between kaiju or something that like pops out of the tunnels or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna say I want another Ramarak in there or another Skull Crawler. Maybe something else. That comes in and kind of squares.
I'd love to see a live action Camazotz. That
would be pretty cool. Yes. I think Camazotz is technically after that time period, but it doesn't mean that they can't somehow. Yeah.
Before.
So it doesn't mean they can't.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely. I want to see Kamizawa. I want to see any of the kaiju's in live action. That would be really cool. But
Yeah.
would I bet on it? Maybe not. Who knows? But I do think there will be something new that Kong will probably have to face in there, or else what the heck are we doing? Honestly.
Yeah.
But I mean, I am excited to see Kong in Legacy of Monsters, and I don't know if we're gonna see Godzilla. I hope we do.
We'll probably get
I wish
clips
we
of him here and there.
will. A little something, yeah. I really hope they also bring back the time jumps too.
Yeah.
With the original, going back in time and the failed expedition to Axis Mundi and everything. Really curious to see if they're going to touch back on that. But
yeah.
I mean, I'm all for more monster action, and I think we could have had a little more in the previous season, but it was well done. You have like Frostbark. Frostbarks were freaking
Frostbark,
awesome.
Edward, love him. Yeah, my community portion has just nicknamed him Edward. Frostbark's awesome. Love his design, and he's also. I think he's kind of underrated. I have a video planned some point, which is like who's the most powerful non-Titan class kaiju. So like the ones that I think would be up there would just be the killer chameleons from the Skull Island anime. Those guys are really tough to kill. Their pain tolerance is insane. Of course, the giant hawk from that as well. And I think Edward would be up there. I mean, he just like ripped right through that plane in seconds. I mean, just shredded it apart. And his ability is pretty useful of removing heat.
Yeah.
That's I think ability that could be more. It's not explained that he's dead either. For all we know, he could have been forcefully sent to the Hollow Earth.
That's what happened.
Yeah. I mean, they imploded the Hollow Earth. Whenever me and my friends get in debates over Edward, I'll just be like, it took the Hollow Earth portal imploding to kill him, so he wins durability. No, but Edward's great. I love him. I really hope we get to see him more. And I hope we just get the timeline better explained in season 2, because the Monsterverse timeline's so just.
Oh, dude. Okay, don't even get me started with what they did with the Muto. They completely ignored Muto Prime.
Yeah.
Throughout that first season.
It was.
So they better come up with a really good way to patch that up or something, because for those that know the lore like really, really well, they'll know that they just completely ignored, because Muto Prime popped up literally as soon as. They ignored Shinomura as well. Shinomura is one of those that's like they can. I'll kind of let them slide on that one, because that's kind of like. It's like, it's really hard to integrate it now, but they still can.
Yeah, no,
it's not
the
like
thing
they
is,
can't.
like, I wish they would have shown Shinomura, but at the same time, I don't know if it's, I'm just going to say she. It's not out of the question that she's not in the lore, because I'm pretty sure in the 2014 novel, it says, like, there were multiple bomb tests. So the one at the beginning of Godzilla 2014, the one in Legacy Monsters, and the one in Awakening could all just be some of those different bomb tests they were talking about, because they've said there have been countless of bomb tests trying to take out Godzilla. So it would affect the lore, because like, we thought we killed him. It's like iffy, but it is still entirely possible that Shinomura could still be alive. And speaking of Shinomura and the Gamersupps and all that, another topic I have brought up is like, what's a battle that you'd like to see in CG from the comics?
In CG from the comics, I would probably say I want to see Behemoth. That one? Literally anything from Aftershock, Dominion.
Yeah.
Dominion's such a good book, man.
It's
seeing Akika in there and that first Tiamat versus hell yeah, Murderfish, dude.
Is
bring
awesome.
back the Murderfish. Yeah, I want to see that spine get pulled out. That's.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that entire book is just
physically possible in one of your videos when you're covering like the most brutal kaiju kills or something.
Yeah, pulling out a spine doesn't really work like that unless it's like. Yeah, because you have to also consider that you have to pull out ribs, and I don't know, it's just really difficult to do that, especially to a human. But yeah, Godzilla. I mean, over there. I mean, unless the physiology of that fish is made different, and then you may be able to pull out some spines or whatever. But we'll just have to pretend that was the case, right?
Yeah.
But. No, I think the entire book is pretty dope from start to finish. You have Scylla, you have Amuluk, you have
Amuluk's great.
you have Tiamat, Murderfish.
We really need to see Amuluk in CG.
Yeah.
I know there's like a big not an X plus, but a large statue of Amuluk in the works right now. So,
Yeah, I think it's by Spiral Studio, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
Spiral. Yep.
Yeah, we actually got to see the full 3D model. It looks sick, dude.
It does,
Like
man. It
it's
does.
amazing.
It's great. I'm really excited to see um, Amy like in the future, hopefully. Because I mean, he's also not dead as well. He just kind of backed down. But no, one thing, besides you, I think like my biggest interview was with Greg Keyes. He wrote the novelization of 2019 GVK, GXK, and Dominion. And and now like I've made it clear in videos, I don't like using statements that often that don't really have like, you know, proof behind them.
Yeah.
But one thing that, you know, it's really up to the person to take in if it's canon or not, was when I was interviewing Greg Keyes, I sort of gave Amy like a canon ability, which is just like, I asked him like, all right, so he's clearly based off, you know, a Dunkleosteus. And given, you know, you see him break out of a wall, would you say the murderfish can burrow through rock? And he's like, yeah. So the official Wikizilla page for the murderfish now has burrowing as one of his canon abilities, which I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know, it affected the lore
Pretty
semi.
nice.
So yeah, I think
Yeah.
a fight I like to see in CG. My favorite book, it is Dominion in second place, but dude, Kingdom Kong, Zed did an insane job with the art in that comic, and has just made Camazotz one of my favorite kaiju. So it'd either be like Kong vs. Camazotz would be great to see, or what is it? Godzilla? No, not Godzilla. Tiamat fighting Typhon in the recent Declassified comic. That would be great to see. I just think.
Yeah,
the
that
water is always
starfish was it confirmed?
It's not
very
confirmed,
nice.
but like, given it's I'm pretty sure given Typhon's location of like, you know, where he's contained, along with the very little bits we see of Typhon, most people have just said, yeah, it's Typhon, more or less. At least as of right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if it was actually Typhon. No, yeah, I really like that starfish design. You know, we were actually talking, me and some other guy in the team, we were like, oh, dude, you know what? The Monsterverse should have like some sort of like invertebrate kaiju, like a jellyfish or something. And then somebody brought up, oh, a starfish would be pretty cool, but like a cool starfish. And then like, what do you know? The freaking starfish kaiju comes out. We're like, oh, hell yeah, you know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they have good regeneration. So again, it's not confirmed that, you know, he's dead either. And of course, you know, the Tiamat tease at the end. You know, they had Declassify in the works for a while, but I think they definitely had that because of, like, the outrage. Because, I mean, when they killed off Tiamat, you know, the normal moviegoer, like, oh, cool, okay, Big Snake's dead. But, you know, the diehard Monsters fans, oh, we were mad when that happened. It was like, you finally introduced Tiamat and kill her in, I think it was 20 seconds. I'm pretty sure I timed it the other day. The Scylla battle was 21 seconds. Tiamat battle was 20. From the moment they clash to the moment it cuts away, it's 20 seconds.
It was a very short time.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I mean, you know, no.
It almost felt disrespectful, man. They hyped her up so good. They hyped her up so good in Dominion, and then she just straight up got one shot.
Yeah, I mean, like,
in Jake.
You know, some people were like, oh, there's context. There's like with the Dominion fight, it's like, yeah, Godzilla was really low on radiation, like worse than G14. Because the thermo pulses, I mean, they just blasted all of his radiation out. So he was just kind of like on life support, more or less. And then Dominion, it's like, I kind of understand why she died so fast, because, I mean, she was going against a really strong Godzilla. Like, stronger than the Nuke Amp in Boston. Not thermo level, but, you know, like, a freakishly strong Godzilla. So, I can understand why she lost, but it was a shame to see it happen that fast.
It happened a little too fast for my liking, but
for sure.
I mean, who knows? Maybe kaiju usually just drag out fights, but Godzilla was just not really having it that day. Kind of just like, I'm gonna end it right now. I mean, there's like a ton of reasons why it could have been slower or faster, but either way, I'm glad Tiamat's not really like 100%. I mean, she is dead, but also she is technically able to be brought back, and now
decaying, that, you know, that means the body is somewhat fighting back, which implies brain activity, which you have to be alive to do so. So
by one means or another, you can bring her back, and then you have Lahamu, who's technically out there still. So that's pretty cool. Maybe we might see Lahamu in the next film. You never know.
Yeah, and the evolve gene.
It's kind of like a setup.
I read that theory short. Lahamu, given her design, she has, like, you know, the bluish pattern of Dominion, but she has the design of evolved Tiamat. So it seems that Tiamat had her afterwards, after she evolved, meaning Lahamu has that evolved gene in her body, in her system. So, like, any minor boost would be, like, a massive boost. So, like, I mean, it would just be I mean, she could really grow to like one of the strongest in the verse for sure.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think she definitely has. Now, is she gonna be Godzilla? No, because you know they're not gonna have Godzilla lose to her. But I mean, you know, if they go more in depth on her, she could. I mean, Tiamat alone is already really strong. Her abilities are stupid strong. Her electrogenic cells, which a single one, if charged, could generate a steam cloud visible from space. And boil seas is what I think the direct quote is. Is like it can boil oceans. So
Yeah.
it's Tiamat is really. I really hope we get more with her.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Real quick though, a little parentheses. I'm seeing in the chat that a lot of people are asking for Steve. I couldn't really get Steve today. However, you know, sometime in the future I'm gonna let him know in time so they can hear the voice, because that's what everyone's saying. They're like, hey, let's hear the voice. I can't do the voice. Dang it. I'm not Steve.
Yeah, this is the mind behind Goji, not the voice.
Yeah. No, Steve is really cool. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah,
I really
like I said earlier, I love seeing his Instagram posts. He's just, you know, having a good time.
Yeah, dude.
So one thing we want to mention, me and Goji never talked about. We have seen your hybrids. We have seen the bajillion tags. Every day I open my comments on analytics and I go to mentions, and there's at least 3 or 4. Now I imagine you've seen them as well.
You're talking about like fan submitted.
Yeah, all the different hybrids.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, we started something, man. You know, Hank was
I know,
supposed to be
it's
a one-time funny thing, and it's like,
everybody starts. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool actually. Yeah, our inbox got a little too flooded. Obviously, we can't respond to everyone, but we are talking about potentially in the future, like opening some sort of hybrid contest where people can submit their hybrids, like for real, and then
cool.
Our research team will probably take a look at them, pick the most plausible ones, because some of them, I mean, really, a lot of them are just like a Spinosaurus with like a million spikes.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
There is a few. Nice. There are a few that are coming out online that are like, oh, okay, this is interesting. You know, I would like to see those on there as well too. In fact, you could join us too, Goji guy. We could probably
slide Hank in there again. Be like,
oh yeah.
I'll make sure he's in a wheelchair this time. You know, he'll have like, you know, some.
Like,
let's give him a vibrating.
At this point, he's gonna look like a. He's gonna look like a mummy at this point because he's all bandaged up and everything.
I'll just, you know, between
one.
now and then, you know, he'll be taught by Satoru Gojo. He'll learn reverse curse stuff and hollow purple, so he won't need to shoot his arms or anything off. He'll just use some ability to shoot at you. Goku DNA. Yep, there it is. I was about to say it. Yeah. We'll just give him some Saiyan DNA, as one does.
Yeah. So
with Hank brought up, I do want to mention one thing to everybody. I can't promise it yet, but if you guys know Spiderhawk Studios, he's the guy who makes the Doug figure. He's making a Methuselah figure. One of the best modelers out there. If you look him up on Instagram, Spiderhawk Studios. I can't promise anything, but in the works, probably after Christmas, sadly, we are going to try and get a Hank figure made. Probably make like 100 to 200 of them. They would be expensive, given they would be, you know, 3D printed, hand painted, hand sculpted. And I'll try and throw in some accessory of some sort, because, you know, as someone who used to do figure reviews, I can understand how frustrating SH Monster Arts is with no accessories ever. But a Hank action figure could possibly come out at some point in the future. And so, yeah, with the future beat put in place, do you wanna show off the upcoming stuff?
Yeah, dude.
All right. So, we have set something up. Let me. Now, of course, everybody, this isn't literally every single upcoming video. But we got a few. We got one from Goji Center we're teasing, 2 from mine, and then 1 that's teasing the big bad for this week's What If. I cannot hype up this week's What If enough. I am insanely proud of it, and I do not mean as in a like cocky way, but I think it is better than most MonsterVerse endings. You guys will lose your mind who comes in to help Godzilla, who the main villain is. It's great. But let's see. Firstly, from Goji Center, you can, you know, talk about your little tease here?
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at it.
There you go.
Oh, man. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, so something that we've been working on the background, actually, Monster Face Off. A lot of people have thought that we've forgotten about this project. Well, we didn't. It's actually
Long time to animate.
something that's been in the works for a long time. Yeah, it takes a long time to animate these things, especially this one, since it's kind of, as you can see, it takes place in like a really foggy atmosphere.
Yeah.
Has a lot of motion blur, so we really try to kind of up the game with this animation specifically. So yeah, you got Art Giga and you have Ramarak on the left. Some pretty nasty battle wounds on both of them. Yeah, so it is going to be a fun fight. I'm not gonna say who's gonna win, who's gonna lose, whatever, because you're gonna have to watch the episode. Yeah, nah, dude, nah.
How dare you not spoil?
No, I'm not gonna say that right now. Nah, dude. Yeah, so this is gonna be a different fight. You guys are gonna be able to see certain angles that we haven't really discussed previously during the battle analysis. So yeah, that's all I really can say without wanting to like spoil anything. Yeah. But I mean, we're literally like 3 shots away from finishing rendering everything.
Awesome.
After that, it's just a matter of stitching the video together, adding some music on the background, blah blah. You know, narration's already like being made, so it's really just a matter of time. It should come out within like before the end of the year, honestly.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's coming out. It's looking really good. We also have another face-off in the works in the background. Our members know what I'm talking about, but we already announced, so I'm just gonna say it's Sue versus Rexy. That one's actually moving surprisingly fast, so we may see 2 monster face-offs like really close to each other near the end of the year. So I mean, that's kind of what we got working in the background. I'm really excited for this one in particular because you're mixing up an animal from a movie, right, to like an in-game character. So finding those in-game attributes and kind of bringing them into like a more realism realm where things are a little bit more real, I guess. That was fun. My good friend Jack, he helped us a lot here in this project to, find research and comparing animals that are similar to Art Giga and Ramarak in real life and kind of determining who wins the edge and this and that. So yeah, this one's gonna be real fun to watch.
That's gonna be No, I don't know if you know my buddy. He makes videos very similar to me. FDA, not the Food and Drug Administration, but yeah, he made a video a while ago on Arc's Giga versus Gazillosaurus -1. Yeah, getting Arc's game abilities real life is gonna be kind of hard to figure out, but yeah, I actually have some news on Sue. I'll tell you after once we're done with the live stream, because like it's not public news, but there's some insider research on Sue that hopefully will get publicized soon. That's pretty impactful to her research. So I'll tell you after the stream. So to my videos, I'm about to tease in a moment. These are for my 10 Days of Christmas videos. So these are for like diehard kaiju fans. I wanted to keep these on the download, but I'm like, you know what? This is a special stream. We'll show them off. Firstly, the thumbnail's being made by Dope Pope, Nezu Birdon versus Monster vs. Ghidorah. Nezu Birdon, if you guys watched my last Christmas videos last year, is one of the big bads from Spectre Man. And despite the size difference, Nezu literally being able to fit underneath Ghidorah's legs, it is insanely close to the point where me and my friends have been debating back and forth for a literal year now since the videos came out on Spectre Man. Because, I mean, their abilities... Nezu has like regen even better than Ghidorah's and has precognition, so like Ghidorah's attacks won't usually land. Like it's gonna be a tough fight for either of them. So it looks silly, it sounds silly, a 40-meter tall rat, 2-headed bat titan versus the one who is many. Doesn't seem like it should be fair whatsoever, but it is ridiculously close. Especially because Nezu's a Showa era kaiju, so Showa era stuff, doing Showa era stuff. So thumbnails are being made, script is almost fully written up for that. And then this one, I am so excited because these two, I'm literally, the thumbnail's fully done. I'm not going to show the whole thing because, wouldn't be a surprise. But this one literally is only being made because I think the thumbnail will be awesome. But it's actually still a relatively close battle as well. To put some respect on Gamersupps' name, because somebody said he loses to the Firebird. We have Gamersupps versus...
That was me.
Monster X, made by Tom's Art on Instagram. He is the guy who made the absolutely breathtaking thumbnail that was the Heisei versus Monsterverse Godzilla thumbnail that you appeared in. What you covered? I think you covered IQ, correct? I think so. Some with Space
Probably,
Godzilla.
yeah.
But yeah, Gamersupps versus Monster X is in the works. And I'm even trying to get in contact with the dude who designed Monster X. I doubt he will respond, given my Japanese translation is probably horrible. But trying to figure out some stuff on Monster X design. If I can't get in contact, we'll have to assume some stuff. But yeah, very excited for this one. Two of the coolest looking kaiju.
That is some really sick artwork, man.
Yeah.
I really like Gamersupps.
Yeah, he's awesome. And then finally, I'm not going to show the whole thing because it would very much give away who it is. But as a little tease for the big bad of this week's What If, we're going to have a little side portion. It's going to be kind of hard to make stuff out, but all I will say is these are countless fallen kaiju bones. That's all I'm going to say. You can see the lower jaw of maybe the kaiju, maybe a bone he's using for his jaw. But this is made by Jay, one of my artists. Yeah, we got quite a bit going on here. I see some people guessing in the chat. I'm not gonna say anything, but interesting guesses. Let me switch back to this. Let's see.
Pretty cool.
All right, and so yeah, I mean, hey, Gary with the $2 dono. Some are saying super chats aren't working. I don't know why that would be exactly. Maybe the stream's just bugging out from how many people are here. Yeah, if you guys are trying to send a super chat, it might just be going to the fundraiser, which I mean is also good. But if you guys put a fundraiser donut from now on, try and put like a message right near it. I'll try and find your question, and there we'll just count the fundraiser ones as that as well. Chat froze. Oh, okay. So I think we just have completely broken YouTube. Nice. So. Yeah, do you have anything else you want to bring up before we bring up the wink, wink, nudge, nudge thing at the very end that I think we both know what I'm referring to?
I think we covered everything, to be honest.
All right. So I'll say it.
Go ahead and say it.
So I've been denying it for. Green Turret donated 5. I'll keep an eye out for see if he says anything. I have been constantly saying no to this repeatedly, and I've seen your all's hybrids. We've seen them all, and I can say that we don't have anything to show it yet, but a Hank 2.0 is in the works.
Oh yeah!
Hank will be returning. You know, he's got to go through some physical therapy after the past fight, but we're gonna be upgrading him some. And, you know, Hank and Endom might even do some stuff together, but whoa, don't take that the wrong way. I know you guys are weird. But hold on, Green chatted. Let me see. He said, cool looking Ghidorah. Yeah, Ghidorah looks great in that. And somebody else just donated 5. Fluffy Dino. Let me see. Have you heard of Samson? Yes, we have both heard of Samson coming up.
Let's talk about Samson real quick.
Let's talk about Samson.
So I found out about. I found out about Samson because Jack actually sent me the video like not too long ago. In fact, I think it was like yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Yeah, Madley is in the chat right now. He said, "Who's that guy?"
Oh yeah, for real? Oh, okay, yeah. So I heard about Samson. I like the name, by the way. Very fitting. You know, I expect that animal to be extremely strong, and I mean, to me, it looks really neat. You know, I think Madly Mesozoic is somebody who knows what he's talking about. So, and allegedly this animal's like foolproof. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, it looks really interesting. I like the ram horns on the top. You know, it's like it kind of reminds me of the Paleoloxodon versus T-Rex matchup that we had featured, I think last year. Yeah. So it was really fun to make, and a lot of people thought T-Rex was going to win, but you know, Paleoloxodon is just a lot heavier than T-Rex, so that didn't really go too well for the T-Rex. So I mean, we may see a similar situation here. I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and throw judgment. I think from what I saw, which was very little, I think it's pretty cool. So I mean, you know, we're pretty unbiased. I like to say that because I personally am a little unbiased. So if Indom 2.0 loses, then I mean, no shame in losing against something that's like super cool and super big and super powerful, you know. So I mean, I'm really excited to see how that goes. I think someone told me that the video comes out like this weekend or something.
Yeah, I think
so we'll see how that goes.
7th, I think is the date for that. So yeah,
yeah, really looking forward to seeing what Samson brings to the arena.
You know, I want to make it clear that me and Goji have no actual beef. You know, just the funny YouTube rivalry is all it is. But with that, you know, I've had some of my fans like, oh, here's some issues with Indom 2.0, and one that did catch my attention that I want to ask you. I feel like now, from what I understand, it seems like it's just a coating on the outside. But if Indom's 2.0's teeth are truly just like an iron infused teeth, wouldn't that make it very heavy and like hard for him to like keep his head up, or her to keep his head up, her head up?
No, not necessarily. It's not. They're not 100% made of iron. They're just coated, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because but people were like, no, it's fully iron. I'm like,
no, they're not fully iron.
If they were,
that would be like a mech at that point. They're not fully iron. They're just coated, and you know, like the very tips may have, you know, that iron deposit needed for, you know, them to have that rigidity, kind of like a knife. You know, like the outer you know, layers are more hardened, and then the inside is more flexible for them to not break, right? So that's kind of like what the teeth are. They're not as heavy as you may think, right? That said, though, there are a few. I mean, no hybrid's perfect. The Indom 2.0 does have a few weaknesses that we are going to discuss in a later video whenever it goes up against the Ultima. So, I mean, not every animal is invincible, and we all know that, right? Like, literally, no matter how foolproof you make it, you're always going to have some sort of disadvantage. There's a lot of things going on in the Indo 2.0 that don't necessarily make it perfect. So that said, there with Hank 2.0, we are going to try to make them kind of work together. And I'm not going to necessarily say for what exactly, but it is quite a task that we're going to give them. They're going to pretty much grow up together. They're going to be acquainted with each other. They're going to basically be like complements to each other. So without saying too much, Indom's going to be good at something. Hank's going to be really good at something else.
Oh, someone just donated.
Together, they're going to...
What is that? I don't know what currency that is, but they donated $40 of a certain ZAR. No idea what that is. But they asked who would win, Indom 2.0 and Hank, or the Arc Giga. I'm gonna say confidently the Arc Giga for sure.
Hold on a second. Let me see the see.
The
Hank,
size
Indom,
difference.
And Hank. Oh yeah, no, dude, that's just way too.
Get eaten. They're
gonna get destroyed. Yeah, no. I mean, if bring them down at the same size, then we can talk. But
here,
like,
I mean, if you can, you know, if Indom can carry, you know, piggyback ride Hank to get up close, and so Hank can land his punches and not miss them and blow his own arms off. He has 2 arms, so he has 2 of those hits ready to shoot out. So
really, you just activate rage mode, and we'd get cooked either way.
Yeah, we'd have to hope Hank's jaw and 2 punches he could output. You know, once like 2 punches would be enough, which they probably wouldn't be. But yeah, no, I mean the Arc Giga is. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Arc Giga is even more powerful than some of the, you know, Arc bosses, and those guys are, you know, like, I mean, they can, you know, warp the world around them of Arc. It's like, so yeah, the Giga is a very strong dinosaur, very strong. Doesn't have those abilities, but still very powerful. So
yeah, for sure. So I mean, yeah, it's gonna be real fun to see Hank and Indom work together in an upcoming project. So
yeah, so there's gonna be a couple videos with them on either channel. And it's not set in stone, but I'm pretty sure the Hank how's all that stuff going for 2.0?
So Hank 2.0, we're gonna try to keep it to look the same. You know, I mean, really, it's kind of like a Spino-Raptor-ish looking hybrid with some sort of Dunkleosteus element in the face. Yeah. We're probably not gonna have Dunkleosteus, sorry, but it's gonna look very similar, and we're gonna try to keep it, you know, because it's a very toxic animal, and toxicity is a important element that makes Hank, right? So we're gonna try to give it some sort of element there that will stay true to the original form of Hank, but at the same time a little bit more realistic, and something that will work well, you know, with with its objective, which is to. I'm not gonna say what the objective is. You guys are gonna have to find out later when we release the video. But it's gonna be a really cool collab. Hank and Indom are gonna work together, and they're either going to succeed or die. Yeah, I would probably give it like a month or so. For
a month. All right.
Hank's,
I'll have to.
Hank's designed to be.
City of Edis with the $100 donated to the fundraiser. Awesome. Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice.
Somebody asked any thoughts on reevaluating the Carnotaurus. Oh, they started me. Okay, Carnotaurus or Rudy fights. No. I mean, Carnotaurus. Yeah, like he's much larger, but going off of just sheer feats. Rexy has Carno beat in a lot of the categories. And Rudy versus Ramarak. I couldn't even say. I think I said, yeah, Ramarak wins. The thing is with Rudy, right? If you want to, kind of turn a blind eye, sure. He's stronger than Scratch. And Scratch was able to, like, reassemble planets. But that's just, that's just, funny stuff for the film. It's not meant to be taken seriously as if Rudy could, push around planets. So given, feats of what Rudy shows, Rudy is, should be stronger than really all the dinosaurs down there. But still, Ramarak, I think, just still has better feats than Rudy.
Goji Chronic with the Hank Tua.
Yeah, we actually,
that's funny.
Yeah.
We were gonna nickname Hank 2.0 Hank Tua.
Yep. It's gonna be,
yeah.
I can't wait till 30 years from now. My kids, Dad, what's Hank Tua? I don't know. Anyways, nice question. Yeah, it's gonna be great. So, yeah, the chat is loving and hating that. So, and now they're all saying it. Great, phenomenal. What have we done? Yeah, but yeah, I should see some Hank stuff soon. If Spiderhawk can get a model set up for the possible figure of him, I will post about that and show it off to you guys. Yeah, so it's we're closing in. We're just over 50 minutes currently. So is there anything you want to bring up or talk about? Because I know you have stuff you got to go do.
Yeah, I have to leave shortly, but no, it was really fun. Really fun to engage with the community. So yeah, let's keep the hybrid coming in. I like how everyone is coming together and trying to bring down Indom 2.0. I'm not gonna say it's impossible. It is possible.
Yeah, hang on.
So I mean, it's pretty cool. Keep them coming. And like I said earlier, we are talking about kind of making some sort of hybrid competition.
War type thing as well,
yeah. So like everybody will be able to submit their drawings, submit their hybrid, give it a little dossier and everything, and then at the end, we'll just pick like 10 or 5 that are plausible and kind of just talk about them on a live stream. And kind of just give them a thumbs
Goji
up.
Center the live stream?
Probably, yeah, I would say so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think let me check, make sure Jacob gave me the go for it. Yeah, I think at some point, I imagine Jacob has come to you about the video he's talking about currently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at some point in the next coming weeks, there should be a video on Dangerville's channel. That's Dangerville, me, and Goji Center. So, yeah. So stay tuned for Dangerville videos as well. I don't know if they're in the chat, but yeah. All right. Well,
very nice.
Thank you for popping in. This is great. This is awesome. And thank you everybody for donating to the fundraiser. Mr. Center, I will let you go, and I'll talk to the chat for about another couple minutes, and then head out as well.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Yep. All righty. See you, man.
All right. Peace.
Oh my God, that was good. Okay. But yeah. So yeah, everybody, that was Goji Center. That is Joe, the guy who actually writes all the scripts and whatnot. The voice that you guys know, No Dick. That is Steve, the voice actor for that. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, the live stream. So if you're watching this after it came out, howdy. I hope you enjoyed it as well. But key points, we'll quickly summarize. Hank 2.0 is in the works. I can finally say that. Every time people ask, I keep having to say no. Art Giga versus Ramarak. What else? Camazotz versus Monster Rex. Monster Zero versus Nezubirdon. Hank figure possibly might come out eventually, some point after Christmas, most likely. So save that Christmas money you get, because he will be kind of pricey, because handmade and all that. And yeah, so that was awesome. That was awesome. Hank Tua, yep, I'm glad you guys are excited. But yeah, just for Hank, he will get his justice. I can't say anything. Me and Goji have talked quite a bit about plans with Hank and Indom. But all I will say is there is quite a bit of stuff that will be made in the following months. So 2025 should be a good year when it comes to Hank and Indom stuff. And there's Goji Center. There's one. It's right there. Oh, no, yep. Steve, yep. Hopefully Steve will be here next time. Maybe we can have him re-say the line that became a meme. I still see... The no dick meme is still massive. I still see stuff on Instagram all the time. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for swinging by, stopping by, and some news. The outro music that you all love so near and dear, will soon be leaving the channel just because it isn't really family friendly exactly. So for the memes, for the lulz and all that, let's play it one last time. Maybe not last, but as always, everybody, keep collecting. Goji Guy out. See ya. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Oh, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Oh, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Oh, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out.